Hi, and welcome to Weekly World Climate Change News. Besides climate change and contribution to air pollution, coal power is a money loser in comparison to wind and solar power. By 2025, coal plants are anticipated to incur losses due to price competition with solar and wind power. This shift will help the country to abandon fossil fuels. However, the Bloomberg NEF report compares the costs of constructing new solar and wind to the costs of running current coal plants, since a coal plant can operate throughout, making it a distinct type of resource than solar and wind unless there is extensive battery storage. The city of Copenhagen has set itself an ambitious goal to become the first capital in the world to become carbon neutral, generating more renewable energy than it consumes from fossil fuels. Some of the initiatives planned to achieve this are transitions of their energy supply, building retrofits, waste management, public infrastructure, and mobility. However, there are still challenges ahead. The city is struggling with emissions allocated from transportation that account for a third of the city's footprint, as diesel vehicles had not been restricted in the city. The world's global seed vault, commonly known as the Doomsday Vault, that keeps 6,005 seed species in Svalbard, Norway, since February 2008, may be in jeopardy. While the vault's location was chosen because of northern temperatures and environment on the island, the polar region where it's located warms faster than any other area on the planet. Because of the warming, the permafrost around the underground vault's tunnel entrance has not refrozen and hence water leaked. The Norwegian government has to spend $11.7 million in the repairs, more than double the original cost of the structure. UK-based BirthStrike, a voluntary organization comprised of around 200 members globally who have decided not to have children in response to climate breakdown, hopes to put climate change at the center of the discussion. The organization's concerns are not unfounded. A 2017 study suggests that the best way to lessen one's impact on the planet is to have one fewer child per person. This theory is based on the fact that human population continues to grow whilst wildlife population loses and natural resources become increasingly scarce. The Amazon rainforest could be the greatest casualty in the war between US and China, according to a new study published in the journal Nature. The heavy tariffs imposed by the US Trump regime has caused a big deficit in China's soy imports, dropping by 50% last year. China is predicted to look towards Brazil to meet its soy needs, endangering the Amazon rainforest, as Brazil would have to clear up to 13 hectares to meet demand. According to a new study published in Nature Communications, around a third of all pollinator insect species in Britain are threatened, with some predicted to disappear completely, mainly due to habit loss. Rarer species are being hit harder than common ones, with a few common species actually increasing their population. According to experts, this loss of biodiversity is risk to long-term food security in Britain. The initiative of a supermarket in Thailand to replace plastic bags with banana leaves to wrap fresh food products was met with enthusiasm from thousands of people and became viral globally, although it followed previous similar cases of supermarkets in New Zealand and the UK and a whole village in Guatemala which decided to live without plastics. NASA research found that Jakobshavn Glacier is flowing more slowly, thickening and advancing towards the ocean instead of retreating inland. The glacier has been Greenland's fastest flowing and fastest thinning glacier for the past 20 years. NASA found that Jakobshavn is still adding to global sea level rise and continues to lose more ice to the ocean than it gains from snow accumulation, but at a slower rate. Researchers say that the slowdown occurred because the ocean current that brings water to the glacier's ocean face grew much cooler in 2016. Researchers think the cold water was set in motion by a climate pattern called North Atlantic Oscillation, which causes the Northern Atlantic Ocean to switch slowly between warm and cold every 5 to 20 years. When the climate pattern flips again, the glacier will probably start accelerating and thinning again. This were Weekly World Climate Change News. We hope you will join us next week.